Sunset falling on the news so slow, where the train went home and the stories flow. From Tryon Palace to the streets we roam. Yeah, this place ain't just a town, it's home. Yeah. This is a golden hour, where the light hits right, where new burn shines in that coastal light. Every voice, every story, every dream out loud. Yeah, we're lifting up this city proud. This is a golden hour. Well, it ain't golden. Yeah. Sunset falling on the news so slow, where the tram winds home and the stories flow. From Tryon Palace to the streets we roam. Yeah, this place ain't just a town, it's home. Yeah, this is a golden hour. Ooh, I am. Ooh, I am. Ooh, I am. This is the golden hour. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Golden Hour. I'm so excited to have you today and super excited about our guest and everything that we are going to learn and the details of her newer brick and mortar building and all the advantages, and super excited about it. As usual, I'm first going to feature a property, and it is the same one as last week. We still have it available at 443 Peregrine Ridge Drive, listed at $359,900. It is a new construction. It is, if it's not finished now, it is very close to being finished. But 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with a bonus room, with a back porch, a little cute little front porch. It is absolutely stunning in person. So if you are in the market for a new house, specifically a new construction, give me a call. Now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest, Miss Taylor Bennett. Hey, Taylor.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I am fantastic. Sorry, I'm trying to get us all set up. You have been a super busy lady lately.
Yes, just it's been crazy, but crazy is good sometimes.
Yeah. In addition to starting your business and doing all these fun things, you decided, you know what, we should have a baby.
That was in the making. Well, it took us 2.5, 3 years just to get pregnant. So,
How old is he now?
He is 1.5. He's 20 months.
That's
So like 1.5, and he's our feral. He's our feral baby. He is so wild, but he's so great. He's so sweet. But he's wild.
Yeah, I understand that. So, that's a perfect starting point. Why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself and your family?
Yes, so I am Taylor. I'm the owner of Coastal Tallow Company right here in New Bern. I will be 38 this year. We have a 14-year-old daughter. Sailor is 9, and then, like I said, Bodie is, well, a year and a half. Sounds better than 20 months, but yes. So me and my husband, we have been married for 10 years. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. We've been together 12. We are very just busy people. We love the outdoors. So yeah, we're honestly, and I tell him this, I was like, we're kind of boring, but boring is great because it works for us. We stay busy with, our careers. He's very busy with his sales career and does so very well in that. He's been in sales pretty much his whole life. And we're opposites. I'm kind of, yes, I'm the introvert. He's the extrovert. So yeah, this will be interesting for me to do this, but it's great. I'm glad Lene asked me to do this, and so yeah.
I'm super proud of you. I know it was uncomfortable, but it's gonna be great. And so, but let's just start with what inspired you to start making your own skincare product. You don't have to go like detailed on what you did, but like what was the inspiration behind it from the get go?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I did think about this because I figured you would ask this. Okay, so I went down. So after COVID, just a little
Yeah.
backstory. I went down and started going down the rabbit holes with like the food dyes and the toxins and just about everything.
Hmm.
And because Sailor, he was still like a toddler then and whatnot. So after that, I just started going down these rabbit holes. And in the beginning, Trey thought I was like super crazy. He was on board, and then fast forward now, he's all about it. So um, I had Bodie in October 2024, and being home with him, I was super bored, and I started, which I have a TikTok, but I saw that
Hmm.
tallow was like getting pretty big on
Hmm.
TikTok, and I was like, what is that? So I just started doing, research and looking at different like brands and stuff during that time, just seeing him with the baby while the kids were in school, and then January 2025, that's when we got like the big snowstorm.
Hmm.
I know we got snow this past January and February, but January 2025, we got the big snowstorm. And I told Trey, I was like, I'm going to go to a local butcher and get like, just see what they have, get me some beef fat, play around with it. Cause I
Hmm.
posted on Facebook, did anybody make it locally? And all the answers were like, no, no, no. And then a couple were like, well, you should. So I was like, okay, I'm home with the baby, so why not?
Yeah.
So I did. I got two 5 pound, they were little tiny 5 pound bags of beef fats, and me and Trey chopped it up, and then I started rendering it, and I made my first ever batch was lavender whipped tallow cream.
Hmm.
Loved it. We were obsessed with it. The kids loved it, and it just felt so great on our skin. So I had 8 little jars left over, and Trey was like, you should just post it on Facebook. And so I
Hmm.
did. So that one little post got over 200 comments. And I had like local pickup orders, shipped orders, and I'm familiar with shipping
Hmm.
because I did own a previous business where we did lots of shipping.
Hmm.
So I was familiar with that process. And yeah, here we are.
That's
Yes.
amazing. So you've answered one of the questions I had. Was there a specific moment, or was that the moment that you said, this could actually be a business? Or did you like do something else on top of that?
So I had another like quick little backstory. In January of that year, I had a marketing business that I did, and then I had
Hmm.
opened up my boutique where I was doing it online, but got pregnant, had the baby, and I was just ready to close those chapters. So I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm literally done with owning a business. I want to enjoy my family and all the things. And, and then all of those comments and like trying to figure out like, oh crap, like, do I really want to do this?
Hmm.
But I would say after I got those orders out, and whatnot, that's when I was like, okay, do I really want to do this? And I started praying about it and talking with Trey about it. But I would say the turning point, honestly, was May 1st of 2025 when we launched our website. I
Mm-hmm.
did do a couple of markets, like local at Carolina Home and Garden. I did one in April, and that was my first ever like market
Yeah.
of that nature because I was so used to just nothing like that. And like I almost sold out of product and I was like, oh crap, like what have I gotten myself into? But yeah, it's just and I tell everybody that I have conversations with about my business and everything that I'm just extremely blessed to be able to do what I do, and God has definitely blessed this business and our family. And I wake up every morning happy to come to the studio. Maybe some days not so because we are very busy, but I'm just definitely blessed to be able to create all these skincare products. So yeah, but yeah, it's just been a wild ride.
Well, let's like for those who might not even understand what we're talking about. So let's just start very basic, okay? So, I mean, and it's kind of funny too. I started getting advertised on like Instagram and Facebook all these tallow products. And
Yeah,
so and that's newer. I don't usually get those. And I was like, they know what I'm doing right now. It's so weird.
yeah.
But what
They're,
is
they're listening to our
they are
conversation.
1,000%.
Because like all these ads will like rant, and you're like, okay, that's weird. I was just talking about that,
Yes, exactly. So tell us, what exactly is tallow?
so tallow, I tell people, I'm like, it's beef fat. And they're like, what? Because when people ask me, like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I own a tallow skincare company. And they're like, what's tallow? And I'm like, well, it's beef fat. So there's two types of beef fat. So there's beef fat trimmings, which kind of like filters like all of like the yucky stuff,
Hmm.
which is totally fine. Like some companies use, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You're still gonna get the vitamins and all of that. And then there's what you call that trim fat, and then there's suet or leaf suet beef fat. So that's all that we source because in the end, it makes a superior skincare product. It's more nutrient dense, but tallow is just, it's truly amazing. It is so good for your skin. Now, is it for everybody? Which we tell our customers and when we're talking to people, is it for everybody? No, and that's totally okay. Um, but it's just amazing for your skin. It's rich in so many vitamins. It mimics your skin's like natural oils. Um, it's just phenomenal. It's been amazing for my skin, for my daughter's skin, because she's 14, the hormones and acne, she's dealt with that, and she uses our products. All I use is our products. Trey loves everything. He uses all the products too. But tallow is just amazing, and you can make so many things with it because essentially, it renders down into like an oil. So
Hmm.
it's yep. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Were you ever skeptical at the beginning when you first started using it? Like anything that made you feel like,
I mean,
some
not
people
really.
do. Like you think about putting beef fat on your face, you're like, that's kind of
I know. Yeah. Well, like in the beginning, maybe just a little bit because I'm like, but I did start with just a basic
Mhm.
lavender, and then I just put like jojoba oil in it, which is like amazing for your skin as well. And we still use that in a lot of our products is the organic jojoba oil. But I mean, within a couple of days, my skin was just literally so soft. And I did put a little bit on my face. And I
Mhm.
really, honestly, I've always been super weird about even moisturizing my face because I have naturally oily skin. I have had oily skin my entire life. But the more you use tallow, it actually balances out the oils in your skin. So I even, just for reference, our Revive, which is our top selling cream, a face cream, I use that morning and night, and I use it like as like a makeup primer. Like, and people are probably like, wow, like you're putting like oil on your face and doesn't make your no, like, consistency is key.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, that answers that question because like Aaron has oily skin. Mine's in
Mhm.
between, so for me it wasn't a big deal. But if I ever, you said Trey loved it. If I were to ever be like, you should try this, he'd be like, my skin is already extremely oily, so he doesn't use any lotions, anything along those lines. So would you say it like would even help balance somebody with oily skin and help that kind of stop?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like I said, I've always been just really weird about putting like lotion and just moisturizers on my face. And it's all I use now on my face are, our Revive and our Frosted Glow. Trey uses it on his face. And like I said, like even before I put my makeup on, I put the Revive on and just let it kind of like, soak into my skin and then put my makeup on. And I swear, like, and I tell people this that I feel like my makeup sets way better, even like throughout the day. It's just the craziest thing. So yeah, it does definitely help balance out the natural oils in your skin on
Have
your face.
you,
It's
what are some,
crazy.
no, I know it's kind of backwards. That's something I didn't expect
Yeah.
to say actually, because it is pure like me using it, it instantly turns into very oily. But on the skin, it doesn't feel that way at all. And I've used a lot of products, oil specifically, even that just leaves you very greasy. And
Oh
it has
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah. But I
What
guess
are some
it's
misconceptions that you've heard during your journey from people or skeptics?
oh gosh. Like it's gonna make my skin super oily, it's gonna smell. So I will say that when we first started out, we were using just the regular beef fat,
Hmm.
which can have more of the beefy smell in it. And then like when I figured out like, oh crap, like I've got a legit business going on here,
Hmm.
we found we have several suppliers. We only source all of our beef fat from local Eastern North Carolina cattle farms. So I feel like that does everybody's business is special in their own way, but I feel like that is special to us. Um, so we switched to the leaf suet fat. So the suet fat comes from the kidneys and the organs of the cattle. And so, like I said, it creates a really amazing skincare product. That's the kind of end result that you want to have with your tallow products. But, if you want to use fat trimmings, that's totally fine. You can whatever. But so that does have a little bit more of like the beefier smell versus the suet, which
Hmm.
really doesn't. But at the end of the day, it's tallow. Some like batches can like have like a little hint of it, and everybody's olfactory senses nose is different, so some people could be like, oh, I smell, but
I've
it's
never
talent.
smelled anything
It's
on
fine
it.
at the end of the day, like it comes from the
Yeah,
cow.
I have
um,
not. I use the cleansing balm every day, and that doesn't really have a scent at all. Like it's just
yeah.
completely just
Yeah,
neutral.
and we another thing that I'm really like conscious of is not really over scenting like
Mhm.
all of our skincare products. I stay within the IFRA usage rates, and we're
What's that?
always way under. It's for like for when you use fragrance oils and
Mhm.
essential oils. There's like there's different categories for different like skincare products, and
Mhm.
you can use up to like the certain percentage, and I'm like always like way under because I'm just weird about that.
Yeah,
So we really try not to like over scent or fragrance. We do
everybody
skin.
appreciates that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm weird about that in general, just to like prior to this because I can't do like perfumes and stuff. That's why I created
Mhm.
our new perfume line because I always get headaches from the fragrance oils
Mhm.
because they're just too much. But our perfumes that we formulate and created, they don't do that. So that's a win.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So you already said like, tallow is not for everybody. Who would you
Yeah.
say tends to benefit the most from that type of skincare?
Anybody. So it's really great for sensitive skin. We have a lot of customers who have kids, toddlers, infants, who have like eczema, psoriasis, super dry skin, and I always point them in the direction of getting our like unscented tallow cream, which is super plain. It's just our suet tallow and organic jojoba oil, and they always see like in even diaper rashes. Sometimes I use it on
Mhm.
Bodie. He hasn't really gotten many, thank the Lord, but I will use it on him. Those with super sensitive skin. And this is crazy, but a lot of our customers are ladies with mature skin because they want, I guess, like when you get older, your skin kind of starts drying out. They want the extra moisture.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really for anybody, but a lot of our customers are wanting the extra moisture. They want stuff with less of the junk in it. So we create all of these non-toxic tallow skincare products. And then, of course, like I said, those with sensitive skin and psoriasis and eczema. I'll say that during the Down East Holiday Show that I did in November at the Greenville Convention Center, I had and she messaged me and she's like, "Hey, girl, I'm coming just to see you. I need some tallow for my baby." And she came and bless that sweet little baby's heart. He had mittens on his hands because his face, it was really, it made me so sad. Stephanie Champion, she was there working with me. She's like, I can't like that. Bless his heart. So two of our unscented tallow creams. And then 4 weeks later, she tagged me in a post. It had, like, we don't make claims like medical claims or anything like that.
Yeah,
It had cleared his entire
that's amazing.
arms, his face. Like, she's like, I am like just so relieved. Like, this stuff is amazing. And I'm just like, wow, thank
Yeah,
you. But yeah, just it's really for anybody, but it's not for everybody, but that's okay.
yeah, that's amazing. So how would you say that it compares to commercial skincare products? So if somebody's like committed to Clinique or like something major, expensive,
Yeah.
big, big brand,
This is how
how would you?
natural. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to like, dog or say anything bad, because everybody's, they like their own stuff and they don't want to do the natural and don't believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely different because I mean, my company, we use just simple ingredients. Like that's one of like our little taglines is really honestly, we use simple ingredients. Most of our creams, they have maybe like 2 or 3 ingredients, where like as more as like the medical grade or, the big other skincare lines,
Mm-hmm.
they have all these ingredients listed on the back. You don't know how to pronounce them or you don't know what they do. Ours are just really simple, non-toxic. We use organic carrier oils in all of our products, or our skincare that we make. We source more natural, so to speak, preservatives. We use like only one main preservative in the products that incorporate water because you have to use a preservative.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like in the lotions and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just simple compared to more of the big brand skincare lines. And I like simple. I'm a really simple person, so simple is great.
Yeah, for sure. So you've already shared like one customer experience. Do you have any other experiences that really like made you so proud or so excited that you'd like to share with us with the product?
Okay. Honestly, there are a lot. I don't really post enough about those. And I actually
Mm-hmm.
thought about that the other week. I was like, it's just so crazy busy.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like to start posting more customer things. But it's your sweet friend. It's Mandy.
Oh,
Her her dad, when he was going through, I guess, radiation, she
mm-hmm.
came in and bought the Soothe, which is
Mm-hmm.
our sensitive tallow cream that you can use on your face or
Mm-hmm.
wherever. And she told me, because she came in the studio, this was like last month or maybe in April, she said that she was doing a FaceTime with her
Mm-hmm.
dad's doctor, and her dad was there. And the doctor was like, wow, your scar looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you still using the cream that I gave you? And he was like, no, I'm using this local girl's tallow cream. And he was like, what? And she shared that with me, and she's like,
That's
he's just
amazing.
not really conscious of the scar anymore, and it has helped so much.
You
And
can't see
stuff
it.
like
Like I
that.
saw him the other day, and I didn't know he was using that. Like I had no idea. But I noticed you couldn't hardly see the
Yeah,
scar at
she
all.
said she said he's been using the Soothe cream, and the doctor was like, "Wow, I really need to get in touch with that girl." So she did share our information with his doctor, and it's just things like that that just like I'm just like. Thank you, God. Like making these products, people are using them, they're enjoying them, and it's making them feel more, just whatever, beautiful, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's that. And we do get messages very, very often. And like I told you, I just feel so blessed and it's like gives me motivation to keep going. Cause owning a business sometimes you can feel like you're burnt out and things are getting stale and
Hmm.
whatnot. But they always come at the right little moments.
Hmm.
We love Mandy and just thankful that she has been a customer since literally day one.
Absolutely. She's the best. The last order I did, I'm terrible about like my time is so hard. So,
Okay. Yeah,
but
I
one
get it.
day I ordered it and I was like, I gotta get by there. I gotta get by there. And it was this whole thing. And then a couple days later, I picked up your stuff from Coastal Tallow. It's on your front porch or something. I was
Yeah,
like, you are
yeah.
amazing. Thank
The
you
last
so much.
Yes. When she was in here, I was like, wait, there's an order for Lene in here. I was like, do you want to take that to her? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, good.
Y'all are the best. I would like drive by and I'm like, dang it, I just missed it. I just missed my time. And it's like, that's just
Yeah.
my brain. That's just how
That's
I
okay.
is. But she always has my back.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm like a squirrel too sometimes. So
Yeah.
it's okay. It
You
happens.
got it. So if someone is brand new to this tallow game and the skincare, what product would you say they should start with? What would be your suggestion?
Okay. So it's always the OG. I would say definitely our Revive. That's our number one product still to this day. I wish I would have pulled the numbers, but we've sold thousands and thousands of units of our Revive
Hmm.
Radiance Tallow Face Cream. So we actually just switched things up a couple of months ago. We started infusing the tallow, our suet tallow, with frankincense resin, so you get more benefits of the boswellic acids from the frankincense, and then we incorporate a castor oil and then a pearl powder. But that's so if they want something like for their face and moisture, I'm like that is our go-to. That's my go-to. I call it my holy grail.
Hmm.
Um, that one and then our coffee infused under eye cream. Those are our top two sellers. And honestly, our eye cream, which is so crazy to say this, but it's going viral right now. We get so yes, it's so crazy. So those two for sure. And like I said, that's our coffee infused under eye cream. And so we infuse it, which I feel like makes it super special. We infuse it with coffee grounds from Bellator Roasting Company, which is right down the road. They do their own fresh roast in house. So we go there literally almost every week or every other week to get a fresh bag of coffee grounds from them. I'm like, hey, Jamie, I need some more. So those two are our top sellers. Of course, our lotions, our tallow lotions, they are super simple. We do two with just skin safe fragrance oils, and then the other three are made with essential oils. So those are great, lightweight, non-greasy formula that we have. So I always suggest those face creams, and then a lotion, and then of course our lip balms. They're so great. So yeah, but those are like the ones that I always recommend first if somebody is new to tallow.
Hmm. Well, I love that you mentioned the roasting company. You've been partnering with a couple different companies, if I've seen
Yeah.
correctly, with some stuff because I was at a show and got sea salt and coastal tallow lotion with local sea salt in it. And I told Aaron,
Yeah.
like, this is not funny. I almost felt like I was cheating because I got this tallow lotion. I was like, well, I can't get tallow lotion from our company, but it smelled so good. And I was like, well, I'm getting it. And I looked, I was like, oh my God, it's her. I was like, it
Yeah.
is her. I had no idea. So tell us a little bit about that and some of the projects that you have.
Yeah. So I will first say Bill and Christy of Atlantic AV Sea Salt Company. They're amazing
They are.
people. They are so kind. He loves the ocean. Like that is his thing. He has his little salt shack at the beach where he stays. They do have another house elsewhere, but he has this little salt shack where he goes out into the ocean. He gathers all of the gallons of water. He has a system that he uses and then takes it back to his salt shack, and that's where he creates like all of his sea salt. which
Mhm.
I think is super, super, super cool.
Yeah.
So we actually ran into them April of last year when I did my first market. We chatted and he was just like, I really love, your Brandon, all the things. And so we started emailing. He was like, I really would love to have, add some tallow products. I see you make lotion. And he bought some
Mhm.
lotion and he absolutely loved it. And I was like, yeah, I do. And so that's where all of that started. So I still currently make lotion. It's called the Ocean Infusion. The Ocean Infusion tallow lotion for them because they do markets that is their thing. They do markets every single Saturday at the Beaufort Farmers Market in downtown Beaufort, or they go to Miss Christie does the Cedar Point. So they flip flop. He's at one, she's at one. And then I also make a blue TNZ. It's called the Blue Lagoon face cream. So those both incorporate their micro sea salt powder into those products. And yes, a lot of people love the lotion. They love the face cream as well. And we've been working with them over a year now. And besides Mike's Farm, they are our biggest like wholesale account, and they're just great to work with. And I've made other things for them as well, but those two are the main things, and it's
That's
been amazing. And
yeah.
they're great people.
You have a place at Mike's Farm also, right? Like you just said. So tell us about
Yeah.
that a little bit. I saw it at Christmas and I was like, oh my God, I had no idea.
Yes. So I that was kind of I actually reached out to them last summer, because I
Mhm.
didn't know that if they carried any tallow products. And I mean, I just found out this whole time, and I have her number, that I've been speaking to the owner's wife this whole time and dealing with her, Miss Teresa. She's so amazing, and her husband Mike is,
Mhm.
they own Mike's farm. But yeah, I was just honestly a little persistent and got in there, and I hope this is okay to say because the girl that I deal with, I'm getting ready to take them another big wholesale order.
Mhm.
She told me I was their top selling tallow person
Ah,
there. So I was like, really? She's like, yes. So they do place orders about like every couple of months with me. And yeah. And we've actually had customers message us and be like, hey, I brought some of your products. And sorry, so my phone's ringing. They're
yeah.
like, hey, I bought some of your product. I love it. So can I order from you? I'm like, yeah, because they were from out of town. Like one lady was from
Mhm.
Ohio. So she did order from us and we shipped her some more goodies. And so, yeah, that's been a really great partnership as well. And I'm sure in the fall and the holidays again,
Mhm.
I'll be stocking their shelves with more products.
Fantastic. Where's the furthest order you have gotten thus far that you've had to ship?
Oh, gosh. Okay. So we've shipped to all 50 states.
That's amazing.
Maybe like Alaska? Is that
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. That's amazing.
I don't, yeah,
I
not
just
really.
love that.
Yeah. We actually just shipped several packages. I mean, we shipped some there last year, but we just shipped because I have one employee. That's my mother-in-law. She's been
Mhm.
with me for a year now, and then Hattie's my summer intern. So we pull all of the orders. I have my hands in the orders, and she packages them and all that. So I'm constantly looking, and I still get amazed, like, oh, we're shipping to here today, but I guess Alaska. So yeah.
That's
Even
amazing.
Hawaii, we shipped to Hawaii. Well, hold on, wait. We shipped a package to Great Britain.
Really?
So we shipped a package to Great Britain in September or October of last year.
That's good.
Yes. So
So you're now
yeah.
world, basically.
So maybe that's the furthest. So
That's phenomenal.
yeah.
So at what point did you say, I need to get out of the house?
That was probably over the summer, last summer. Yeah.
What triggered that? Was it just the amount that was everywhere or?
Yeah, so I had taken over our formal dining room, our bonus room, which is a nice size upstairs. That was like my office and Trey's office. I had taken over that, of course, like our kitchen. And then I think prepping for the 4 Day Down East holiday show, that was like, because I mean, we had so many boxes and Our lotion boxes that we get in our UPS deliveries, I mean, they're not small by any means. So we
Yeah.
had all of
Sure.
that, and I was just like, okay, we really have a lot going on. And I have always told myself after I closed my boutique brick and mortar, I was like, I never want to do that again. Like, I don't want a storefront. That's why I don't call this a store. I call it a
Right.
studio, like
Yeah.
our warehouse and production facility. And, but it was probably around like September, October. And I was like, wow, like I'm really outgrowing it. We had thought about building like one of those barns behind our house.
Hmm.
We got all the permits to do that. And then October came and it was so busy. And then the 4-day holiday show. Well, October is when I just kind of started like looking around in Newbern and like, oh, okay, maybe I can kind of like look for a place. We'll see what happens. And it's just kind of really honestly all fell into place. It was a godsend. The people that commercial rent from, they are phenomenal. They are so amazing. And I think I posted it maybe on my personal page recently. The day that I signed the lease for this place, Miss Sharon was like, every business that has been here, they've outgrown it eventually and they've been blessed. So get ready. And I just kind of laughed.
Ah,
But
there you are.
okay, here we are. We're like seeing major growth month after month still. So I'm like, okay, well, she was right, I guess.
I love it.
But
So, speaking of
but
which, tell us where you are located and about your little studio that you have over there.
yes, so we're
Cox's.
located at 207 on Trent Road. Love this little space. We're not open every day.
Hmm.
We kind of do catch a little bit of slack. We've had some not so happy people about that, but my goal is to never be open every single day. And if we were open every single day or like a Tuesday through Saturday, we would never be able to get through all, our online orders or production since we currently I think we have like over 40 plus products right
Hmm.
now or 50 that we've created. So we just, and one, my family is important to me and being with my kids. And, I'm my own, I make my own schedule. And so it's kind of basically like around them. I'm here. We say pickups are from 10 to 2:30, but I'm literally here like 9:30. But I tell, I want to come in, come get
Hmm.
settled, print our orders off. So we're typically open either a Friday or Saturday. We always post like days in advance. Like this week, we're going to be open Saturday. I don't do the Saturday shifts. Stephanie, my sweet friend, does it. Stephanie Champion. So she knows the products like the back of her hand and uses like pretty much all of them. So she's been a great help. And so yeah, just one day a week. Maybe during the holidays we might bump it up to like Friday and Saturday. But like I said, being with my family, my kids, and my husband is just really important to me, and it gives me time to kind of like check out, clock out, so to speak, of
Hmm.
not being bogged down with like, a storefront or a studio all the time.
Yeah, for sure. So, when you are open, can they come and actually shop and look at the products, or is it just like pickups only? Like you actually have it set up like a store, right?
Yeah, yeah. So if we're open a Friday or Saturday, yes. So if we're open, like most Fridays I've done, we're typically open like from 2 to 5. They come shop. We typically have people waiting.
Hmm.
And it just makes you feel so good. And Saturdays are always very busy for us because we're not open like all day. So 11 to 2 is our hours for this Saturday, and that's what it's been since we've been doing Saturday hours. It works for us, it works for Stephanie and our customers, and it's a very, very, very busy 3 hours. Yep, you can come shop, come browse. We have testers. You can ask questions. So yeah, and then if you can't make it in the studio during that time, you can always shop with us online. We do have an option at checkout where
Hmm.
you can pick select local pickup, and then we like give all the instructions for that. And local pickup is Monday through Friday from 10 to 2:30.
Hmm.
So sometimes that doesn't work for everybody, and we do try to accommodate all of our customers. So like here lately, I've been taking orders home with me so they can come pick up. I don't mind doing things like that whatsoever. Just to make it easier on them since they are spending their money with us.
Yeah. Or find your best friend and be like, here, can you just bring that to her? She's like, absolutely. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
yes,
I was like,
and
okay,
sometimes I would do.
what?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
That was
We
fantastic.
just yes.
So you mentioned you have multiple products. It's not just skincare. So why don't you highlight a few of those? Tell us a little bit of what you have to offer besides just skincare.
Okay.
Just.
Yeah, so majority is skincare. We have started making a lot of new products. Just in January, we started with tallow makeup, which I love to make, but it's not easy by any
Mhm.
means. It requires lots of testing and formulation and things of that nature. We make all natural, like our skeeter beater bug spray. That's always a hot seller for us this time of year. Um, we started making the clean perfumes. Those have been a really big seller for us. It's all I use. Let's see what else. I'm trying to look around the studio. We create face serums. Body butters. They have like you wouldn't think that they would be a big seller right now just because it's summer, but even I still use them every single day. Our body butters, and then of course our tallow soaps. We can't keep those in stock, and then we're actually getting ready to come out with a new product, which is our tallow lip glosses. And I'm
Oh.
like, oh gosh, yeah, I've already had to order a bunch more containers because I feel like those are going to sell very, very well. But we just make all kinds of just products in general that are just more cleaner option, natural, toxic free. So yeah, it's just falls in line with our lifestyle, and I'm just so thankful that so many people are just paying attention to ingredients and
Mhm.
what's in things these days.
Yeah. So what is one product that you personally will never leave your home without?
Oh, one?
If
Oh
you just
gosh,
have
that's hard.
casual.
Two. Because there's two that I can't live
Well,
without.
then do that. Do two. That's fine.
The outtake. Hold on.
Okay.
Outtake. I think
Perfect.
it's still there. Hello? Yes. Okay. Well, actually, it's three, but I don't have one up here with me. Maybe I do. I'll always keep one on me. Well, no, it's not. Okay. So of course, it's our Awaken Eye Cream. Can never we just went, to Alvarado, Florida last week.
Mm-hmm.
This came with me, and then our
Hold up.
Revive.
Your revive. Okay. Yep.
Oh, is that in the our Revive? So these two I can't live without, and I am a lip balm junkie girl. So I always keep our lip butter on me. I have like three in my pocketbook, and most of the time it's right here in this. But yeah, these two I can't live without. And I never thought I would ever say that. Yeah. So yes, I love them. And we have lots of customers who love them as well. So
Well, I just got the eye
yeah.
cream for the first time a couple months ago, and I love it. That has been fantastic. And then is that the Frosted Glow? Is that the one that has a blue tansy?
Yeah, that one's great too.
Mm-hmm.
Trey uses that one. He loves it.
Mm-hmm. I love
And he
that
don't really have sensitive skin, but I just love blue tansy in general. I love the smell of it. It's
one.
different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, really dark, pungent, blue essential oil, but it smells so good. And a little goes a long ways with that.
Yeah, and it has a lot of benefits, if I remember correctly, from back in my
Yeah, yep, it does.
research.
Our Blue TNC Coastal Calm Face Serum. I have flopped between that one and then our new vitamin C serum. Those two, I've never been a serum girly, but I'm like, yep, every single night is part of my skincare routine.
That is awesome. Awesome. So, if you could go back and give yourself advice on day one of your business, what would you say to yourself?
Oh Lord. Oh gosh. Um, that God always has a plan, and just do it. Just go for it. Literally, because I mean, we only have one life to live.
Don't be scared.
But yeah, and owning a business is scary, especially this in this economy. But yeah, just go for it. Yeah, I just keep trucking along.
Well, you've done great. What does success look like for you now?
Like,
Would you
I
say
mean,
like
this.
your success now, which I think I can read into it just as a mom and whatnot, that like you can balance your own schedule, that you're selling
Absolutely.
across the world, which is phenomenal. What is it for you right now?
Yeah, it's all of those things, and like I said, we've gotten a lot of slack about me cutting out of here at 2:30, but the baby is asleep then, and
Mhm.
I want to go home. Like when he wakes up at like 3:30, I'm home by then, and I want to be able to wake him up from his nap. I know a lot of moms don't. They're working like a 9 to 5 and they don't get that. And it just makes me feel like sad sometimes, for them. But that's just the whole reason of having this business. And it's just kind of working in like around my schedule with my family. It's just been a blessing. Like you said, and we're shipping like all over the country. And I mean, I'm successful. This is success to me is this right here. Just
Mhm.
creating my own schedule and creating products that have benefited and been good for like all of our customers and people in general who use our products. So yeah.
Well, we have a question on here from it's actually my dad. But he kind of addressed it already, but answer him again. He says, "Do those two products that you just posted that you love so good work on men?"
Yeah, heck yeah. We there is one customer that him and his wife they're from New Bern, but we do ship like I will see when we get in orders and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's a guy who's ordering this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like tallow, like I said, is for everyone. It can be. So and my husband uses it. We have a lot of male customers. They love the products too. One of my good customers, they use both of these.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, so it definitely can be. It's like I said, and tallow is very like forgiving and all the things. So you could try it and love it, not like it, and that's okay.
I feel like it's a misconception as a whole that skincare is just for women. Like men, they use the same bar of soap for like their head, their face, their body, like everything, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
What would you say to that, to those individuals, men particularly, who just don't feel like they need to do anything special?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's totally fine. But I feel like this day and time, I feel like a lot of men are becoming more aware of like, their skin, their looks. And it's not every man, so to speak, or a male. But I mean, like I said, Trey, he uses the products. He loves the Frosted Glow. He uses this because he does have dark circles, the eye cream underneath his eyes. And I mean, it's just totally what you want to do. We do create. We used to create quite a few men's skincare products, and then we just got super busy, and it just kind
Hmm.
of got put to the wayside. But I know Father's Day is this weekend, so we are bringing back our beard butter, which Trey still has his little tin from last year when we created that. He loves it, and it smells amazing. So we're bringing that back, and then we're going to call it the Man Bar tallow soap bar. It'll be ready on Friday, so it'll be in the
That's awesome.
studio on Saturday. But tallow is for everyone, and we have a lot of male customers that use our products.
I love that. So, where do you hope to see Coastal Tallow in 5 years?
I honestly, I don't know. I'm just like, and I tell me and Trey have these conversations. Not, I mean, like here and there. I'm just gonna keep on trucking right along and going with the flow. This sounds maybe crazy to some businesses. I don't really set goals.
Mhm.
I do look at my sales every single day, monthly, run numbers, look at P&L. I do all of that, but I don't typically like set like sales goals just because I don't want to like be disappointed if we don't hit that. You know what I mean? But I'm not really sure. Like, if it's still kicking and a thing, like, let's keep right on. And I tell everybody, I'm just going to keep trucking along, like,
Mhm.
creating, all of these products and doing lots of research. which I do lots of research and reading when creating new products, and just always looking to better myself as a business owner and wife and mom and all the things and juggling all the things. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we're still here in 5 years, I hope, I don't know, maybe in a big box store. I don't really
Mm-hmm.
know. So, but just keep trusting the process and letting God keep doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. I can hear my husband mumbling in the other room because I'm the same way and it drives him crazy. And I have the same answer every time. I'm like, I don't have a goal. He's like, you have to have goals. I'm like, I'm not a goal setter because then I won't be disappointed. He's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
stop.
yeah. 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 Now, when I in my boutique, it was a little bit different, but this, like, I feel like I have more freedom, and I don't know, like, I don't really have a
Well,
goal.
that's the
Just to,
goal in life, I feel like, is to be able to build your dream life. And that's what I see you
yeah,
doing right now is
that's
your
exactly right. Yeah.
priorities, your life, and to build, like my company always says, it's to build a life worth living. And that is what
Yes.
I
That's
see.
like 100%. Yep, 100% that. So, and like I'll say it a million times. I'm just completely blessed just to be able to do this, to have customers who shop with us all over the country, who love the products and they keep returning, and then word of mouth and spread the word. And yeah, so it's been such a blessing.
Well, if anybody has any questions for Taylor, just post them below and I will. Aaron said, no target, no aim, no shot. I knew he was going to get on there and say something. But if you have any questions, feel free to post them. But if anybody is interested, how can they get connected with you? Where do they need to go? Just give us all the details.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're located at 2607 Trent Road, right here in New Bern. I feel like our windows pop. You can't miss us on Trent Road because the glass goose painting girl has them beautifully painted out front, kind of like a just a coastal vibe. So, anyways, that, and then you can shop with us online, coastaltallowco.com. We have all of our products listed up there with the ingredients, a description of everything, just all the things, and you can have your order shipped to you. We just charge $7 flat rate standard shipping, but if you purchase $75 or more, it's free. Or if you're local to New Bern, a lot of customers do the local pickup, so you can select that at checkout. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We do have a TikTok, but I don't really keep up with it like I
Mhm.
should. Um, and then we also have a email and texting club too. So you can sign up when you go on our website. A little screen will pop up, and you can sign up that way for both of those. And you'll get a cute little coupon in return. And we'll collect your email and send out weekly little emails and text blasts for like when we have new arrivals and restocks and fun little things like that.
Fantastic. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think this is great. And I can't believe it went 50
I
minutes
told
because I
you.
told you I was so nervous.
I told her, I was like, I am not worried about you at all. We're just going to talk about all the things. And if you go an hour, great. If you don't, it's not a big deal. There's no set
So
time.
when
But
you love what you do and you just nonchalantly chat and holding conversation, you can, I guess, talk for forever.
exactly, especially if it's something that you love. So,
Yeah,
well, I've been using
absolutely.
them, and I will just say that like I turned 40 this year, so then like all the panic, and one of my best friends is an esthetician, and I was like, so I haven't really been using products. I haven't really been good at it. I haven't, so what do you suggest? And she was like, well, I mean, the tallow stuff is great. You should probably go back that route. I had run out and I just
Yeah,
busy,
yeah,
life gets away from you.
yeah,
So I ended up buying a product. I won't say what it is. And it was great, but it was uber expensive, like
yeah,
insane.
yeah. That's
And
okay.
I literally got like samples to try because I was like, maybe I should like, because I feel like that's what's been pounded in our brains for so long, like as a woman, especially if you, and you see it all over the internet, like if you remember this, you should probably be using eye cream. If you do, all the things. And so I got it and
Or
tried it.
or it's super expensive, then you're like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna work or whatever.
Well, it's like
But yeah,
I got the sample and it was 60 something dollars for these tiny little things. And then
yeah,
just for the face wash alone's over $100, but that doesn't include the cream and then the eye cream and I was like, good heavens.
yeah.
But
That's
if it's
okay.
gonna make you be healthy and young, like it's great.
Yeah.
So I used the sample for a couple months and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna like go back and compare kind of things. And then I purchased your products again, and I was like, affordability, the way that it makes the skin feel and look, and like I have rosacea real bad, so the calmness of that, like you name it, it did it. And being natural and affordable, it's a huge difference. So I do encourage everybody to give it a shot. Even the men, you should give it a
Yes.
shot. It doesn't
Yes.
smell funny. It doesn't do. And if you like coffee, like I even love the eye cream and the like. You smell the coffee. It's just like it's amazing.
Yeah. We have some people who put it all over their face because they love the product and they love the smell of coffee. And I'm like, yeah, go for it. I mean,
Right.
shoot, I do it sometimes too. So whatever. Like I said,
Yeah.
tallow is, yeah, you can use it however, wherever.
Very versatile as far as that. So y'all go see Taylor. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it more than you know. You did phenomenal.
Thank you.
All right, girl. Well, we will talk with you soon. And everybody, thank you so much. And tune in next week. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Sunset falling on the news so slow, where the train went home and the stories flow. From Triumph Palace to the streets we roam. Yeah, this place ain't just a town, it's home.